If you're broke, stuck, or just tired of living paycheck to paycheck, this video could change everything. I was just like you, waking up every morning, going to a job I didn't love, watching my money disappear by the end of the month and wondering, is this it? Is this how life is supposed to be? Until I discovered 5 simple but life-altering money lessons from Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, and no, these aren't generic tips like save more or cut back on lattes. These are mindset shifts, the kind that hit you hard, force you to question what you've been taught, and finally set you free. These lessons completely transformed how I think about money, wealth, and success. And in this video, I'm going to share them with the exact ways they changed my life forever. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, this is where we break down the real tools for building freedom. Not just money tips, but strategies to shift your mindset, grow your income, and design a life you actually want to live. Now, let's talk about lesson number 1. Lesson 1. The poor work for money. The rich make money. Work for them. That quote shook me, because like most people, I was taught to go to school, get good grades, and get a stable job. The formula seems simple. Work hard, climb the ladder, retire one day. But Rich Dad asked a different question. What if that ladder is leaning against the wrong wall? I realized that I had been trading time for money, and it didn't matter how hard I worked, I would always be limited by the hours in a day. The rich, they don't chase paychecks. They build systems. They buy assets. They create value that continues to pay them long after the work is done. I'll give you a personal example. Back then, I was spending hours freelancing, exchanging every bit of my time for cash. Today, I have digital products, investments, and ad revenue that bring in income whether I'm working, sleeping, or traveling. I'm not just working for money anymore. Money is working for me. And the best part, you don't need to be rich to start. Start small. Build something today that can grow tomorrow. Lesson 2. Financial education is more valuable than a high salary. This one blew my mind. School taught me how to solve equations, memorize historical dates, and write essays, but not how to manage a credit card, file taxes, or build wealth. And yet, those are the things that determine whether you'll struggle or succeed financially. Rich Dad made it clear. It's not how much you make, it's what you know about money that determines what you keep. Let me put it this way. You could give $10,000 to someone with no financial education, and they'll probably blow it in a month. Give the same $10,000 to someone financially literate, and they might turn it into $20,000 in a year. I started reading books, Cash Flow Quadrant, The Millionaire Next Door, The Psychology of Money. I took free courses online. I learned about assets, liabilities, taxes, debt, and interest rates. I started asking questions like, what's my net worth? How can I make compound interest work for me? Is this purchase helping me grow or holding me back? That's when I stopped fearing money and started mastering it. Lesson 3. Buy assets, not liabilities. You've heard it before, but do you really live it? At first, I thought an asset was anything expensive. My car must be an asset. My house, for sure. My designer sneakers. Okay, maybe not, but they felt valuable. But then I read this from Rich Dad. An asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes money out. Suddenly, everything changed. My car was losing value every day. My house. It cost me in taxes, maintenance, and mortgage. Even some of my gadgets were draining me, not paying me, so I shifted focus. Instead of upgrading my phone, I invested in index funds. Instead of financing a new car, I built a digital product. Instead of buying things to impress others, I built assets to free myself. Ask yourself this today. What are you spending money on that takes from you every month? And what could you start building that gives back? Lesson 4. The rich focus on opportunities, not obstacles. This one is all about mindset. And I'll be honest, which was one of the hardest to apply. When you're struggling, it's easy to say things like, I can't afford that. I'll never be able to invest. That's for people with more money than me. But Rich Dad taught, stop saying I can't. Start asking, how can I? That switch changes everything. It forces your brain to look for solutions, not excuses. Instead of thinking, I'll never be able to buy real estate, I asked, what would it take to buy a small rental property in 2 years? That led me to budgeting better, increasing my income, building credit, and researching local markets. Within 18 months, I bought my first small rental unit. Obstacles will always be there. But the rich see through them. They don't wait for perfect conditions, they create them. Lesson 5. Work to learn, not just to earn. When I first heard this, I was skeptical. Work for free? Are you serious? But then I realized what Rich Dad meant. He said, don't climb a career ladder just to earn more. Climb to learn more. So I stopped chasing titles, and I started chasing skills. I volunteered to learn marketing. I took lower paying projects to learn sales. I built my own small business not for the money at first, but for the experience. Those skills, sales, communication, copywriting, negotiation, they became more valuable than any paycheck. Because the truth is, income follows value, and the more valuable you become, the more freedom you gain. Let's recap quickly. Stop working for money, make money work for you. Invest in your financial education, it pays the highest returns. Buy assets, not liabilities, know the difference. Focus on opportunity, not on what's in your way. Work to learn because growth leads to wealth. Now, maybe you're thinking, okay, but where do I start? Start with one lesson. Apply one idea this week. Maybe that's tracking your spending. Maybe it's picking up a book on investing, or maybe it's finally starting that side hustle you've been putting off. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin, and the moment you do, you step out of the rat race and into the mindset of the rich. If this video helped you, share it with someone who needs this message. Leave a comment telling me which lesson hit you the hardest or what action you're taking this week. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because I've got a lot more coming to help you break free and build wealth on your terms. Thanks for watching. And remember, your financial freedom doesn't start with your bank account. It starts with your beliefs.